Well, good morning, good morning. Have some fun today. Let's talk about real estate. Let's talk about your house. Let's talk about what we're glad to do and how do we get to where we want to go. Real estate's a game. If you play, you can win the game of business, and that's what real estate does as well. So what do we got to do? We got to think about something. How do we buy real estate through a corporation? How do we buy it through ourselves? You see, what we have to realize is every top piece of property has what? It's a target. Let's focus on real estate and target today. What are we going to do? Let's understand the main thing is about the real estate process is years and years ago, we had Carlton Sheets, Dave Delgado, and Russ Dalby. Now, I'm a coach that coached the coaches. How's that? A lot of their coaches I was training. There was an organization called PEI in Utah, actually. And they basically was a training facility. And what we had it set up for is to train people, to teach people on the phone how to be big coaches. How do you buy real estate with no money down? Things that we're looking to do based on the structure. So real estate's nice, but again, it's still a game. Everything we try to do should be always targeted as a game. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Tap the live. Here's Jay. We got Freddie as well. Freddie Jackson, been a client for a long time. I thought, Freddie, you were going to call Brandy and basically get me on the phone with you. I thought that was going to happen about a week ago. I thought there was something we wanted to do. So anyway, just a thought I had. I saw your name. So guess what? Let's think. Okay, if I'm going to take real estate as a project, I got to look at my family first. Everything for me is structure. Rules and tools and structure, how to get to the American dream. Not hard to do, but again, you got to know how to do the steps, rules, and tools. What happens today is we're trying to figure out how to get there. Now, most people, I'm sorry to say, I think you're stuck. All right, Mr. Green, fantastic. Let's talk about real estate and millions of dollars today. If I have this here, every division can buy real estate. Now, do I pay cash? Do I finance it? Do I get seller finance? How do I get it? Do I get a DSRC loan? Do I get an SBA? See, there's so many ways to do the real estate process. It's like anything else. With Carlton Sheets in his program, what we did is taught to coaches how to get properties with seller finance. Okay, a lot of things we did. Russ Dalby, he had that basically book about notes, which is good, and I added more pieces to it anyway, because I think we needed notes in a different way. See, notes turn into money. For instance, if I go to prosper.com, I can try to sell a note or leverage the money. They do this for people all the time. So here's Kevin. Okay, here's basically, I didn't see the name of it. It was Ali Alu or something. All right, what do we do? Dallin, okay, no problem. What do we do? Real estate. Let's focus. Let's structure. Now, would you like to have an apartment complex? Would you like a fourplex? Would you like a duplex? For instance, every state's a little different. California, we have state and federal tax. Thank you, John. Okay, joining the fan club all the time. Now, understand, California, we have some problems, state and federal tax. The other thing is anything past 4 units is called commercial. So if I have basically an apartment complex, they're going to classify as commercial, 4 units or below, or not commercial. What it does is based on the classification, it can also affect the tax based on what city you do it in as well. So what do? If we have a piece of property, we lease it out, there's a problem because we're counting on a tenant. Now, you might be thinking, oh, let me lease it to my friends and family. You know, I ask that question to millions of people for 50 years, and they say, hell no. I don't know why, because guess what? Maybe the friends and family kind of ripped them off a little bit. So let's understand. Today, you can buy real estate under the corporation and division process without having good credit. But again, you might get a crappy loan. You might get a crappy tenant. So we have to figure out a couple things. How do we do things? I would prefer you getting the best loans to get the profit out of the real estate. But our problem is very simple. When you lease that piece of property, let's say a house, I did a lot of what I call flippity-dippity-doos as a kid. I did this till I was about 21. At 21, I decided to become the bank. So the ultimate goal is, how do you become the bank? Well, I wrote different forms. You see, for me, it's not hard to do. If it wasn't created, I'd create it anyway. So I'd create something to see if the state and federal government would approve it. For instance, when we look at certain things back in '89. In 1989, I created a form called assignment of mortgage. See, I created a lot of forms back then. I had little kits. The little kits were at stationery stores and all kinds of things, and I wanted to help people. There's other ones that had kits as well. Besides me, I'm not the only one, but again, I was probably the best one, but who knows. The assignment of mortgage. See, I learned something a long time ago when my wife took me to this timeshare meeting. The timeshare meeting was very frustrating. I didn't want to go. See, my wife went shopping, okay? She went to the mall. That's fantastic. She went to the mall. See, I don't go to the mall. The mall gives me hives. Okay, I'd go to the mall and say, what am I going to do here? Everything at the mall is for the man. It's in the corner next to the escalator. Everything else is for the ladies because they designed it all for women to spend money. And that's why you see it happen. So again, as we structure this. So the main thing is going to this timeshare meeting, all right, and looked at something. I don't want to be there. But I hear the bell. Remember when they ring the bell, ding, 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 ding. We got another sucker. That's why I looked at it. We got another sucker. Okay, no problem. So what do? So here's D-A-N-A. Okay, fantastic. All right, join the live, Rob, and share the live with everybody. I'll give you a bunch of free books as well and have some fun. But understand what this means. All right, I went to the timeshare. They rang the bell. Another sucker signed up for a timeshare. I think timeshare is a joke, in my opinion. But again, I don't like it. Maybe you do. Who knows? The timeshare meeting, I'm listening, and I'm reading all the brochures, and they did one thing. They said you get a deed of trust. You see what I just said? They say you get a deed of trust. So the deed of trust is that, what do you mean get a deed of trust? I'm getting a timeshare if I bought one, and they give me a deed of trust per week. That's a title. Okay, understand? What they're doing is split deeding titles. It gave me an idea, damn. Through a division process, I could actually take a division of a corporation and dissect it into pieces. So again, becoming the bank. So I created the form called assignment of mortgage. So that means I have my loan at Security Pacific Bank. So my loan was at Security Pacific Bank, David Crocker Bank, all these other banks years ago. What happened is, from there, I had one loan. It gave me some ideas. See, I'm a very creative person. Years and years ago, Steve Jobs said I was the greatest lateral thinker he ever found in his world, whatever that meant for him. Steve Jobs is mean, cruel, sometimes. Didn't wear deodorant, wore sweaters. Okay, but again, the only reason I got to get to know Steve Jobs is I sent my resume with Federal Express to his house and to his office saying private and personal. So I basically wanted to bypass all the crap. All right, so I just wanted to do this, and he calls me on a Sunday and says, if anybody's got the blank or blank to do this, you're hired, whoever you are. So I got hired over the phone. So again, he thought the way I think's different. I dissect things. Today, it's like if I have an apartment complex. In an apartment complex, I'm going to dissect it into pieces. When I took to my one in Fullerton, California years ago, long time ago, 117 units. That gave me the ability to look at something. Okay, so here's one loan. I bought this apartment complex. There's 117 units. But again, I bought it through corporate structure at the time. You see, what happened for me is studying the law and accounting, go to school, pass the test, no problem. I could read the book. So I got this weird brain. I can record almost everything. So I've recalled a lot of things. All right, my IQ's off the freaking chart. I write with both hands and talk at the same time. Okay, it's very simple, and I rhyme all the time, and I stutter once in a while. So sorry if I stutter, I'll repeat it. If I do, I'll find myself stuttering, and I'll stop it. When I was a kid, I did it all the time, and they teased the crap out of me. You know what it's like being born in a taxi with a girl's name? Buck teeth, silver tooth, going to school in Watts, Torrance, and Long Beach, and all these great areas. You had to live, kick it, or run. Hell, I'd rather die. Simple. It's just me. I love to fight. So again, let's think. All right, the apartment complex. Dissect. So what do? Here's 117 units. Okay, what do? I got one loan, and all these tenants, 117 tenants. All right, we're going to have a meeting. We're going to have them sign a new lease. There's a new owner. Okay, that was the deal. Make sure everybody agrees we're signing a new lease. What I wanted to do is the lease to be separate for each unit. See, you got to realize something. When you buy an apartment complex or you buy real estate today, I think you do it wrong. When I was coaching Carlson, Cheech, Deb Delgado, and the rest of all these people, the coach, it was fun. I've been doing what I do for 50 years. See, you can verify Ray Reynolds, the Godfather credit. Been out there 6 days a week, Monday through Friday, twice a day, and Saturday, all classes. 99% is all free to help people. If they want to get into the program, they do. If they don't, they just do it themselves. So what happens? We dissect pieces. What does that mean, pieces? I learned a long time ago I can create a form. I call it assignment of mortgage. I could take one mortgage and I assigned it, all right, is kind of dissected 117 times. Now, they're tenants. It's okay, they're tenants. What does that really mean? As a tenant, they sign a lease. Okay, that's fine. All right, that's good. Now, I can factor the lease. I can borrow against the lease. There's all kinds of things I can do with it. If I can get them to be a owner, listen carefully, the assignment of mortgage. If I took one loan and dissected it into assignment of mortgage, that gave me the ability to do many things. Let's talk about homestead blocker, UCC one and chattel mortgage. Okay? What happens if they're the owner? I have a second one. I have a first and a second trustee. Now, their lease payment became what? It became a mortgage to them. So I get that original amount, no problem. From there, I got a second trustee. Whatever they put down to buy their unit, based on the value it's worth by dissecting 117 pieces. So they put a second trustee. Now, that means I increased the income. I increased the income about 47% in 90 days. That was the ultimate goal. So I did that. So, okay, now, if I put a homestead on each unit separately, I can block it and I can hold the homestead on each unit. In California, that's $170,000. That's a note. That's where the Rest Always program came into notes. If I have a UCC when it's chattel mortgage, that's on the assets of their property to make sure they pay as collateral. By the time I'm loaning $10,000 or putting a property in their name, I now increase the income 47%, and I turn in notes about $300,000. First, second, all right, UCC one and chattel mortgage. See, anybody can learn to play the game if you just use your brain and use some common sense. But again, real estate. Do I have a piece of property in the LLC? An LLC is a limited liability company, yes, because it was designed off the basis of the sole proprietor, the DBA sole proprietor person. All right, what was the other step from there is it's going to be LLC. So again, that's a limited liability company. And in one book from law, it says it's a corporation. So who cares? Let's debate it. It's a limited liability company. All right, it's a corporation. I don't really care. You see, Supreme Court deemed it be all these pieces. When we look at an LLC, there are 9 types. What kind do you have? And from there, it's very simple. All right, it's this, go give him money, Okay, we're gonna block that over here. There's always a turd giving me crap. See, if you screw up my program and you put money into something and you jack up credit to have to get your score up, and you crash for rapid score to close cases. But again, it's very simple as we play this game to win. The ultimate goal is very simple today. For instance, what we're going to do very simple, figure out what their problem is instead of basically being a turd. But for currently, we're going to basically block this turd because why would we want to listen to a turd? I mean, they pick on my hair, they pick on whatever, it's like, ay. No matter what we do, there's always a turd. So, okay, let's go back to this. Dissecting a piece. Dissecting a piece. What does it mean? Hi, good morning. This is Boise Butler, 6925 or something. Okay, here we got over here. Here we got Freddie Jackson, client from 30 years. No problem. Sweet Patricia. Okay, good morning, good morning. So anyway, let's think. I'm Ray Reynolds, Dr. Reynolds, Pastor Reynolds, whatever we go. Hey, you. I've created 60 billion for my clients and myself over the last 50 years. I'm online twice a day, Monday through Friday, and all day on Saturday in classes. 80 to 90% of it, I'm going to teach you how to do it yourself. Now, if you want us to do something for us, then don't screw up my program. What does this screw up? If I take your credit and I push you up to 800, 750, and you screw that up, don't blame me, please. Please never blame me. I want you to understand something. Be on to the point, very simple. Be responsible for your screw-ups. See, we all screw up. We all basically, I call do dumb. The guy looks like a formal, money, okay, no problem, okay. Another one's here. I guess his buddy's being a jerk too. Promised somebody back in, Watts, Torrance, Hawthorne, or whatever, he would just spin kick him in the face. Since I hold the record for the highest kick on the planet. All right, and fastest kick, highest kick, and I have 12 national kickboxing titles, undefeated, but that's okay. So as we play the game to win, there's always a turd. So let's block the turds. All right, seems like I got turds today on this side. Okay, so what do? If we turn around today and structure ourselves, we can do many things that we want to do and finance the dream. I think what happens to most of us, we get stuck. I think we get stuck because of life. Life controls us in different directions. What does that mean? We get a job, we fall in love, we get married, we get a wife, cat, dog, and a fish. Okay, we're stuck. It's good, we're in love, we're trying to take care of the family. Somehow our goals get pushed aside a little bit. But again, our goals, what are the goals? Simple, what we get to do is play the game to win. The ultimate goal is very simple for everybody. We have the ability to restructure our lives, okay? Out of 50 years so far, I've helped 50 million people, okay, literally understand division process. I have 39 million clients that I've helped get to that point as well. Did you recommend a platinum? They are offering 125,000 points to switch to from gold. Well, I want to go into that in a second. I would not switch. I just get the cards separately, because what happens? You want both cards. What happens with you if you do both cards? That's good. If you do one card and transfer up, they've always offered that. But I wouldn't want to transfer it. I want both cards. But again, that in a second. Again, what do we do today? The main thing is structure. Structure is finance and dream. What does that mean? If I structure myself correctly, and I have my LLC with 18 divisions, that's 9 lines of credit. If I have my C Corp, 18 divisions, again, that's 9 lines of credit in 9 locations of something. So we have to decide what type of foundation we build. The LLC, great, okay. But again, it was designed off the sole proprietor. And in one book, it says it's a corporation. One book says it's a company. Who cares? The reality is it allows a tax ID. The tax ID, and that's the ultimate goal. If I get a tax ID, all right, then I open the bank account. But here's our problem. If that LLC or C Corp does business, they can sue it, which means they can sue you. If someone tells you that's not true, who's the voice of the corporation or the LLC? So I understand. That's why they want you to have 5 LLCs or da-da-da-da. Buy 5 LLCs here and you're going to push the button to protect your family. I believe it's a bunch of hooey. I've watched people have LLCs or C Corps and be sued, and they basically do what happens, they go after the person. It's true, it happened to me, okay? Here you got Steve. He says Steve New Home. So, what happens? When they sue it, they have no voice, they have to name you. So I'm glad you're here today telling the truth, Steve. Here you got Greg Floyd as well, okay? See, what we have to realize is whatever happens from that bank account, the money received, the next thing is they sue the LLC or C Corp, they have to name somebody. Somebody has to answer for that company, whatever. It's usually the founder, all right, it's usually the president, it's CFO. All right, Alexander, say hi, how you doing? So what do? As you'll watch people get sued because of the corporation or LLC, that concerned me. Now, here's my problem. 1984, okay? I am the king of satellite television. That means I'm installing, installation, manufacturing. I got a plant in Mexico, all kinds of things we're doing, and we're making lots of money. At one time, I think we did $100 million and played with that satellite business. All right, on the other side, I had a bunch of corporations owning some Shakey's pizzas, some 31 flavor ice creams, some Subways, some shopping centers, some condos. Now, California, all right, they want you to have a franchise tax fee. They're going to charge you right now $800 to $1,000 per corporation. So back then in 1984, I didn't want to pay $1.2 million for all my corporations because I had tons of them. So what does that mean? I asked Sacramento, I went to Sacramento, I asked 2 departments, could I create an entity, all right, under the corporation? Okay? They said, create a form or modify. That's all they said. They weren't very helpful. All right, create a form, modify. Okay. I came back, modified the form because I could see it in my head what I wanted to do. You see, if you look at the SS4 form today, it says employer. Line 1 says entity, individual person. So that means you as well, by the way. And you could have 3 of those for you if you wanted to. But again, unfortunately, the lack of knowledge is why you haven't done it yet. So what? In 1984, they approved it. Took almost a year. 85, 86, division was basically approved. Divisions are on every application for cash credit now. Have been for 18 years, got them to do that too. The next thing is divisions, separate liability. It's like Steve here, his company got sued, or at the LLC, and they sued him. It's true because it's what happens. You're the voice. If his company had a what? If it's LLC or C code, it doesn't matter. What most problems happen is most people name their LLC after themselves, or they name it what it does. That's dumb one, dumb two. Or they actually do business, dumb three. See, what I would say is your LLC should be a management company. Everybody out there running businesses that are rich and famous have companies owning companies, and that's what they do. It's kind of a spider. What happens, you become a puppet master. Okay, I wrote a book called Puppet Master about it as well. And I have a Puppet Master Club for the last 40 years. If you Bank of America is an example. Okay, look at Wells Fargo, Chase, U.S. Bank. Banks have branch numbers. So every branch they have is a branch number because it's a separate tax ID. So what happens is they get rid of pieces, they don't get rid of the whole. What Steve had as a problem is because his LLC, not only was it named after him, it actually did business, and when they sued him. He's the voice. Has to be the voice. Unfortunately, that's what happens. So here's Marco again. Hi, Ray. Hi, good morning. Simple. So for Steve, the sad thing is they sued him because they sued his organization. Then all of a sudden from there, it's a deposition. It forced him and the corporation in bankruptcy. Hopefully, it didn't affect the family and marriage because usually it does. Money, and sex screws up marriage all the time. That's what I see all the time, helping people for 50 years. And I'm also a pastor. How's that? So if we can take care of the money, we can take care of the honey. Honey's the big building, the car, all the pieces. So understand something. If we structure correctly, okay, that means an organization, you have to decide. Right now, most of you have a piece of paper. You probably paid an attorney or CPA for that piece of paper. And the bottom line is you probably spent $1,000+. Okay, good morning, Mindy. Good morning, how you doing? So that thousands of dollars, I found people pay $5,000. These two attorneys in Newport Beach kept putting me down for years. No matter what I did, I was always everything wrong. I mean, there's bullies. I'm sorry, there's bullies. There are people who lie through their teeth to put people down. I like to call people out and tell the truth. But again, I confront them as well. I'll be honest in front of them. We'll talk about it if they have the guts. But what happens is there's a bully everywhere, no matter what you do. So, sorry, the difference is we have bullies. And unfortunately, in lawsuits, nobody wins. The attorneys win, and somebody does, somewhere. Probably the insurance company. So again, what did you do? All right, Brian here spent $4,700 for a corporation. He paid an attorney. The attorney made him pay the filing fee. What did he actually get? Nothing. He didn't learn diddly squat. So again, I give corporations for free. I've given articles of corporation for free for 50 years. They're in the link tree. Link tree right there. There's your corp. Very simple. Now, these two attorneys would write crap on the internet and everything else and put me down saying I'm on this, I'm on that, and that. See, what happens, unfortunately, a bunch of silly people always do one thing. They believe 2 or 3 jerks versus the thousands and thousands of people that actually work. And I have millions then. So I've been doing this for 50 years. So they put me down, and I got to the point, just stop. Understand, you should never pay for a corporation, in my opinion. You should never pay an attorney or CPA for a corporation, not when they're free in all 50 states. Okay? So again, why would you pay for the paper? And they made Brian actually file the filing fee. He learned nothing. His wife went like this to him, said, "Why did you waste $4,700? All he could say is, "I didn't know any better." Good morning, Chris. How you doing? So all these people, fantastic. Understand. I'm now on TikTok and social media 15 weeks. This is my 15th week. Okay? I'm a guy for 50 years write checks to radio and TV for millions of dollars. That's all I've done. I'm online or I'm in person, and we used to go to webinar, all these other pieces. And what do? We help people. This TikTok and social media is new to me. My last IT guy for 10 years said it was a waste of time and money. Luckily, he phased himself out. He's gone. He was fired. But again, what do? If we structure correctly, we can get the American dream. And my first 14 weeks, I got 50,000 followers. How am I doing so far? So again, what do we do today? Okay? If we structure correctly, that corporation, all right, is not going to be, if it's sued, it's okay, but guess what? We don't want it to be you. See, if we create an entity, the LLC, 9 types, again, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit PC, maybe an LLP. That is what the Supreme Court said is a legal person. Now, it's okay. If it has a division, the division would be the duck and sheep. See, I don't sign my name as me. I don't understand why you guys do. You don't really have to. Share the live, share the live, share the live, please. If you DM me, I'll send the mouse pad to you, and at my cost, I'll pay for everything for it. So I need just my cost. I'll just send it to you. This is a mouse pad. This will show you your future, by the way. Very simple. I'd like you to change your life. I'd like you to do it my way because I don't like your way, sorry. I'm going to say your way sucks, my way works, but it's up to you to listen and learn. See, I got to my first $1 million structure as a kid when I invented Car Finder, okay? So let's look at this. Here's my first series in 1976. Remember, I'm Ray Reynolds, the Dr. Reynolds, Pastor Reynolds, hey you, but what this means is very simple. Corporation. Is the corporation aged or new? Well, it depends what you want to do. I mean, there's no reason you need an aged corp unless you're going to basically want a line of credit at the bank within a year or so. See, banks require 2 years. But again, there's lines of credit other ways. But let me go back to what I'm talking about. Winning the game of business, I put it out there in 1976. 1976, I tested out at T. Wicker Junior High, 14 and a half years old. I'm at West Coast College and doing part-time. I have a Lamborghini ready. I got $1 million in the bank. I have a Car Finder. All right. See, when you go do a patent and you file it, other people want to say, would you like to sell it or license it? I was lucky because they liked the idea of what I call Car Finder. And basically that helped GPS and all kinds of stuff. You don't know that. I got money for all these pieces and that's fun. What happens is very simple. $1 million in the bank. So I had all my pieces and creating millions and millions of dollars. Credit is the goal because credit finances the business. So if you pick LLC, C Corp, nonprofit, PC today, okay, it'll be up to you. Whatever you pick, all right, the problem is if they sue that, they sue you. And that's the problem. I watch it all the time. If your LLC, C Corp, whatever you have, has a division process, you will build a true line of defense. We're all gonna have problems, no matter what we do, okay? Even though I have 39 million clients, and I have 50 million people in my database that I have trained literally how to do division process. There's always a turd or someone screwed my program. If I rebuild you, or I get you $1 million of credit, if you screw it up, whose fault is it? Whose fault? It's your fault. Here's Carlos as well, okay, what is it? Here's Myra, okay, good morning. Again, bunch of numbers over, this is the mystique or something like that. Sorry if I screwed these up, sorry. This goes pretty fast. Now, if I have my structure, I can build my credit. Now understand something. I would suggest all of you, because you can get real estate under corps and divisions, even having bad credit. But again, I don't want you to do that because you're gonna get stuck. See, getting a piece of property, then you have to fix it up or you have to have it managed by a third party. Having great credit, you're a better CFO. If you want long term, you always want to be a CFO with about a 750 score. Now, in the link tree, if you'd like, you can download this book today. It's for your kids in high school, college. It's also for you. This is basically 25 bucks, but it's free if you download it in the link tree. So it's free to you. This is called Starting Out Right. So guess what? Today you could actually rebuild your credit if you wanted to, if it's bad. I don't do credit repair. I think it's just a crap. Federal law public record says credit repair is a scam. The Fair Credit Reporting Act says they must be bonded, registered as a nonprofit, the Attorney General's office, and they're not. When they indicted Daniel, the credit repair cloud, for $3 million, you think people get the idea. All they're going to do is on these credit repair people is knock on their door and indict them. And they're going to shut down and they just rip people off. If you want to rebuild your credit, there's a way to do that as well. Years and years ago, I wrote a book called Prove It or Remove It. Let's understand something. I've written 67 books so far. In the late 70s, I'm Ray Reynolds, Dr. Reynolds, Pastor Reynolds, hey you, whatever you want to say. Hopefully you're polite. I'm the one training Ken Yarborough at TRW. TRW stood for Thomas Raymond Woolridge. Good morning, Gary. How you doing? So what happens? Thomas Raymond Warwich. Okay, they made bicycle parts. Elsa got to California. Then they got information business. TRW became Aspire in 96, by the way. So tap the live. What happens, David? You will get literally the book for the kids, starting out right. All right, download it for yourself and your kids. Send the link to everybody, please. Let's give everybody in the world that book. It's a book that doesn't teach you rules and tools, all right, most of you when you're in school about personal business credit. So what do? When I just instructed Yarborough years and years ago, okay, this is 70s and 80s, I wanted the oldest card and then fluctuation. All cards fluctuate, so you put a sticky in the back of a card. When you use a card past 29%, your score is now yellow or red. So that means you basically put yourself in the danger zone. Yellow is caution, red, as you know, is on fire. This is the $10,000 card, $10,000. If I use it past, what, $2,900, I'm in trouble. 3,000 is yellow, 5,000 is red. So again, my credit's on fire, I drop my own score. This is a 50, this is a 10. I'd like to get you basically 7 of these and 1 of these if you'd like, but again, it's going to be up to you. I would like to teach you that all cards fluctuate of the 20 episode row. Don't put 30, please, Steve. Put 29. There's no 30% rule. That's wrong. Okay, I was suing Credit Karma for, again, during the pandemic because they said 42%. That's a bunch of hooey, bunch of crap. I designed it at 29%. Thank you, Joanna. Okay, so again, 29%. Not 30, not 40, not 50. I designed it, oldest card, and 29%, period. Okay? If I have a 29% rule on all my cards, I stay in the green. If I have 30, right at 30, 1 point, okay, I'm literally in the yellow. And if I jack it up 50%, I'm in the red. See, what happens is most of people, you jacked up the wrong damn card. These don't fluctuate. All right? American Express, Gold, and Platinum cards do not fluctuate. What does that mean? They don't have a utilization problem. They're unlimited up to $1 million. The average paid over time limit is 50 to 100,000 with me. But here's your problem. See, anytime you use these past $25,000 to $100,000, they put you in review. American Express is a pain in the ass set. Someone asked earlier, should I have 1 of these or upgrade my Gold to Platinum? No, keep them both. Keep them both. Because Platinum has good points, so does the Gold. Again, all the points on these cards you hit for 10,000 points equals $60. It reimburses itself for the cost of the card. So that's the problem. People go, it's $800. You're going to make basically $1,600 plus just on points as you use this as well. Then you get to go to the lounge at the airport. Then you get up to first class if you know how to talk. All right, so again, what do? Do you listen to, all right? No, I don't even know who that is, okay? All right, I listened to Ray Reynolds, the Godfather, credit me, who wrote laws and everything else for the year. So again, no, I don't listen to that person because why would I? Okay, I created first $1 billion structure at 21. Why didn't you? Did you listen to that? All right, did you this is Campbell, Lynn, something, whatever it is, okay? It's just, okay. Well, again, I help people get to million to billion if you want. I only have 39 billionaires, sorry, in 50 years. But I have 39 million people I've helped get to millionaire. Is that okay? So if I take the structure, all right, I understand something. All right, fluctuation, cards that don't fluctuate. That would be the ultimate goal. So if I maintain this right now, I would maintain a 750 score and not above. All right, so again, I'm okay. What happens to most people, they jack up their credit. They jack it up because they get stuck, and utilization sucks. Utilization is probably the biggest reason people have bad credit or their score sucks. So I want you to have the book for free to help you. What does it take to work with you personally? Well, A, you'll never work with me personally. I'll work with you as a coach if you want me your coach in my team, that's fine. Okay? I don't work with people personally unless I'm coaching them. That's just coaching to get to their $1 million dream and auto income. All right, from there, I'm not hiring employees. That's my general manager does all that stuff, or my vice president of the company. Okay, so again, if you want me to coach you, I'm sold out anyway. So again, you're gonna now get a junior or senior coach. Okay, I'm about to file bankruptcy. Is that got to so bad? please, please don't file bankruptcy. Okay, let me tell you something. Okay? Think. If they're not taking your house today or tomorrow, and basically what? You're not having your paycheck garnished right now, please take a deep breath. Do not file bankruptcy. Okay? Can you start with this 600 score? Of course you can. I'm 60,000 in debt. So what? So what? Okay? Is it basically secured debt or is it unsecured debt? See, your problem is you're going to go to a bankruptcy attorney. Like 20% of these people here went to a bankruptcy attorney. All right? What do you think they're going to sell you? A damn pickle or banana? They sold you a damn bankruptcy you didn't need. I'm sorry. All right? I'm not here to be safe an attorney. Well, I've done law and accounting all my life, but that's just besides what I did for me. I would never file bankruptcy. Never. It's all charged off, and they're now suing me. Okay? And they're filing now you're doing improper bankruptcy. Okay, that's fine. I'm filing on myself, on my own. I still wouldn't file. Have they sued you or they threatened to sue you? Okay? There's a big difference. So have they sued you? Have they served you? Have they served you paper today? No. Our lawyer. Okay, it's simple. Okay? It's in court. Well, guess what? All right, until they sue me and get a court date, I'm not filing bankruptcy. You're panicking. You're panicking. Oh, stop it. It's ridiculous. Why would anybody panic? This is the United States of America Incorporated. They got rid of debtor's prison in the 1700s. Bankruptcy is federal protection, automatic stay. I still would not file bankruptcy. Okay? I already had to do 2 answers. Okay? So then they sued you and they got a judgment yet? See, again, I'm sorry. Bankruptcy is the thing I'm going to file. They better get a damn judgment on me. All right? Judgment's fine. What happens when they garnish wages? Okay? I'd make sure my paycheck's going to a corporation and not me. I mean, there's ways to dodge a bullet. I'm sorry. I will avoid everything for bankruptcy. I will push that sucker away every second of the day. It's the last thing I would file. But again, that's you, whatever you want to do. But again, is it a 13, which is going to be 3 to 5 years payment plan, or is it a straight 7? But once again, I'm not here to be safe an attorney. All right? If I had 10 minutes on the phone with you, I'd tell you what needs to be done. But I don't do that for free, okay? So again, what happens? So how do I get my pay to go to someone else? No, you do it to a corporation. So you're doing a straight 7. That's up to you. Again, there's more questions and answers to have that because you got to figure things out. Clean your credit. Well, I wouldn't say clean your credit. I'm going to go to the next question. I wouldn't say credit repair. It's a fraud. Come on, people. Let's go back. Okay? I'm the trainer for TRW, Ken Yarborough, Security Chief. I decide oldest card and the 29% rule, not 30, 29%. Ken Yarborough was Security Chief at TRW. Credit repair is a fraud. I don't do credit repair. Again, I hope not, because credit repair is a fraud. See, when you look at the Fair Credit Reporting Act, it says you must be a nonprofit organization. Okay, if not, you're a scam. You can't collect money up front. You have to be registered at the Attorney General's office. See, credit repair doesn't work. It goes off and on like a yo-yo. Let's do this, okay? If you want to help your credit, here's a book for $50. It's free if you do it now. Wait, there's more. My first info commercial years ago. So understand, all right, this is called Winning the Credit Game. Download the book for free and help yourself. Simple. Download it for free. Free. Simple. If you want some help, there you go. It'll teach you some things, what happens. In the book, what you'll find out more about me towards the end of the book is I had 21 cars in my car collection. 21 cars for the hell of it. I was bored. Okay, it's in the link tree. So again, before I would file bankruptcy and all that crap, I would basically get all the information I can. Number 1, I'd get starting out right for the kids and for yourself because you need this. Awesome, okay? Thank you. You're welcome. Again, let's help you. Now realize I'm online twice a day. I'd like, before you file that damn bankruptcy today, or whenever you're going to do it, go to my 3 o'clock live today. 3 o'clock live today, all right, I'm going to do what? I'm going to be online for an hour and a half, okay? It's like listening to someone. No, Anta is going to be a damn client of mine, okay? She's just copying what I do, so you can keep listening to her all you want. But again, I don't want you to understand. I'm the one who wrote 67 books, out there doing millions and billions. So again, time zone. Let's look at time zone. Come on. What do we have now? We have 3:59. We have 4 o'clock in the morning. All right, Pacific Standard Time. So write down time zone. So again, it's 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time in the morning right now. So you could be Central, could be 6. It could be basically, all right, 7, if it's basically Eastern Time, whatever it is. So look at your time zone. This afternoon, for an hour, hour and a half, if you have your tablet and pen ready, with your credit cards in front of you, okay? I'd like to have you also have a sticky tabs with you too. We're gonna dummy proof this for you. I'm gonna show you how to basically rebuild your life, not do credit repair crap, because I think that's crap. Eastern Time's 3 hours, yes it is, okay? So basically it's 4, it's 7 your time, fantastic. Download the book. Please download it for yourself. Very simple, nice, thank you. I just try and change the world. I made a promise when I was 7 years old. All right, if God would let me walk again, I'd help people for 50 years plus, my whole life. That's the only reason I'm here today. I'm a private person. I created my first million at 15, why didn't you? First billion, 21 years old, through corporate structure, why didn't you? 2.6 billion, 26, why didn't you? What is wrong with you? Okay? Again, it's like when you listen to Carlton Chiefs, David Delgado, Russ Dalby, I'm the trainer of the trainers. Simple. Again, this is what it is. So we learn to play the game to win. Okay? I'm trying, all right, that bottom line is, all we have to do is listen and learn. All right? How much is it for your service? Hell, we haven't even went to dinner yet. You're asking how much money. You know? All right? No. No. Okay? All right? I'm sold out. Okay? Call my coaches, my people, my team, 800-254-9506. Okay? All right? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm sold out. Okay? But I'm not going to discuss price when you don't get to know each other yet. I mean, why would you want to, how much what costs? I have 37 services. I represent 112 corporations. Which service would you like? Again, there's your problem. Call the office in about 2.5 hours, 800, all right? 800-254-9506. So again, it's scrolling so fast. Wow. Can I slow it down a little bit? I want to answer these questions. All right, I'm going to go backwards. Want to pay too? Well, I'm ready to get started. Well, Jack, it's very simple. Jack or whoever else, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just trying to be honest with you. Okay? Sometimes people take it wrong and they get offended, but don't be offended. 800-254-9506. At 6 o'clock, 6:30, call one of the specialists. I have services that can rebuild your life if you want me to do it with you or for you. But again, if you tap the live, it's basically very simple, and you share the live with people, get some of the free books I've written out of the 67 books so far. Working on a book right now called Always Good. Here's the cover. Always good, thank you, Jesus. Simple. So again, if you want to structure this to go, we have to realize we can actually learn to play the game. And that's why I wrote Winning the Game of Business. I didn't have any intent to help people, to be honest with you. That wasn't my goal. I was building my own organizations. I had basically 12 patents, all right, literally by the time I was 15 years old. I invent things all the time. So I was trying to show people what I did for myself called Winning the Game of Business. This was put out there in 1976. Hell, I was 16 years old with $1 million in the bank. When they ask these silly people nowadays, was it easier then or now? It's been easy the whole damn time. Nothing stops you besides learning how to play connecting your dots. That's the goal, connect the dots, okay? So again, 800-254-9506. Share the live, get to know me first, please. Take the time, get to know me. I'm going to be on live again today at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to demonstrate what's called a blueprint for you. I'd like to kind of re-blueprint your whole life. But again, that's what I'd like you to do. All right, LLC. LLC, your name. No. See, sometimes I get frustrated and it makes my brain go too fast and I stutter once in a while. So please understand. My IQ's off the damn chart, okay? Off the chart. I have recall in most things. I stutter once in a while and I have recall too. And I write both hands talk at the same time. Simple. If you can deal with my weirdness, you're okay. An LLC named after you is called dumb. That's the dumbest thing you could do. Okay? The LLC named what it does, that's dumb number 2. If it does business, that's dumb number 3. See, when they sue the LLC, they sue you. People don't tell you the truth. Like Steve here, They sued his LLC. Basically, what happened? They sued him. All right, it forced him into bankruptcy. Stop. Every corporation, every LLC, C Corp, S Corp, PC, I don't give a damn what it is, online, the only voice it has is you. I argued with one of my law professors a long time ago. We did this in front of the campus. It was fun. And we were debating each other because he's highly intelligent, so am I. And I said one thing about an LLC or C Corp. We need to grow hands. We need to grow hands. It doesn't have hands. So then my next argument is, who signs for the contract, the lease, the law, the car, the money? Who signs for the building? You do. What you have to understand is very simple. There's no way around an LLC, C Corp, whatever it is that does business, for them not to name you. You're in the link, all right? You're in the bank account, the lease, all the business. You're the officer. You're controlling the money. You're the only voice it has. So now that's why they want you to have 5 corporations, blah, blah, blah. But that's a bunch of hooey. Because in California, it'd be $5,000 just to have the damn things. I want you to focus. The LLC was set basically off of its sole proprietor. Sole proprietor became LLC, limited liability company, corporation. And the reality is, as you do it right, you do it your way. But again, what do? We structure. So I would tell you to learn some stuff. Let's slow it down a little bit. Let's figure out today, would you like to change your life? Do you tell us a little bit more about your services? I would tell you, first of all, rapid rescore. Let's write it down. Rapid rescore. Let's write that down. Let's understand. 70s, I'm training Yarborough for TRW. They became a Superior in 96. Rapid rescore, we had a problem back in the 70s and 80s. The problem was people needed to do what? Close an escrow on the house. How do you rescore someone's credit while they're in an escrow? Under the Fair Lending Act, you're not supposed to. They say no. They inquire to delay the escrow. We came with gifted money. We came with all these things to create. So what happened is I came with something called rapid rescore. So look at it online. Rapid refresh. If you're in a rapid refresh today, what happens is very simple. It makes your score go up, and away. Your score goes up, and away. It looks like my face is shiny. Okay? So the great Harley, well, it's true. It is true. What happens? Okay, what happens? If I'm in a rapid rescore, what it would do, it would block your crappy credit and push your score up. Why do you want it to go up? To get more credit. The only way to help you today, we have a problem. Your problem is your debt to ratio sucks, most of you. 80% of you jacked up the wrong damn card. So how do I fix the problem? Rapid rescore blocks crap, pushes scores up. See, all these silly people out there being circus clowns, blah, 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 points, and repair your credit, all this crap. I'm the guy that set up the damn system behind the scenes, training Yarborough in the late 70s and 80s. Hell. So I'm the godfather of credit for a reason, not just because we made up a name. I got that nickname in KNX. These are jacked up. Sticky time. 29%, period or below, it's green. 30 is yellow, 50 is red. I designed the damn system. I know what I'm talking about. What happens? These don't fluctuate. You jacked up the wrong friggin' card. You brought the pain home to yourself and your family, which is, I'm sorry, I call it dumb. It is God, family, money. God is always first. He saved my life many times. I've been shot 3 times, I've been knifed 6 times. I've been in 2 comas. I died in the last one in 2009. And hell, I'm still here. But they stole my $3.7 billion in structure. I had to rebuild it again and fight for all that stuff. So service, hell, I want to put you in a rapid rescore. I want to block out your crap. I want you to go to class today at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I want you to listen, learn, have your tablet, pen ready to go. Sticky tabs. Then I want to repackage your life. Then I want my team to hold your hand and sing Hell Kumbaya. I'm going to tell you the truth. I've been on social media, TikTok now 15 weeks. First 14 weeks, I got 50,000 plus followers. Okay, good. Let's get to the 100,000. Let's get to 1 million. I got 50 million people in my database. All right, for over the years, I could transfer over here, but I wanted to find if they all wanted to be on TikTok and social media. I've been helping people for 50 years. If you didn't know who the hell I am, that's your damn problem. You didn't research enough. All right, it's very simple. I'm the most verified person on the planet. But I got 9, I was going to say shitheads, you know, I'll say that, right? I have 9 turds that screwed up my program and blame me. I don't like people screw up things and blame other people. You're responsible for you, period. We have to understand, how do we repackage ourselves? One of my corporations, come on people, in 1976, I put out this. You look at the bottom, it's called Repackaging America. You see, I gave Don King Only America for his movie and his book. I've been around a damn long time. So if you want to learn to play, first of all, it's Rapper Rescore. Then we have to pick what type of entity. LLC, C Corp, Nonprofit, PC. How do we set up the right foundation? Well, we have to have division process. So tap the live, tap the live. You're going to find me wanting to help you. That's all it is. So if you want help, it's very simple. We could change your life. Okay? A business coach. Okay, I'm just reading through the scrolling. Congratulations. Well, Jay, it's very simple. Thank you, thank you. Here's Mark. Share the live, share the live. So let's just cut to the chase. You have been ripped off by friends and family, most of you. You're stuck. You got that job. You might even have hate or love. I don't know. But if you help yourself, you could change your life. So again, price, I don't want to go into price with somebody. There's too many things to offer you to repackage your life. You see, today, if you had a copy of this right now, right here, okay? Peekaboo. Take a picture. Take a picture of this. It's a mouse pad. I will pay for the mouse pad and the posties. Hell, I'll send it to every one of you. Every one of you, I'll send it to you. All right? Simple. I once did a broadcast. I said, anybody calls right now, I'll give them $5. I spent $1 million on people. Why not? Hell, why not? I mean, the problem is most people are full of crap. I'm the guy that actually created billions of dollars by the time I was 21. Driving 21 cars in the collection. Having 15 garages and 5 carports. So you're going to find I'm the guy that's not full of crap. If you want to change your life, it's going to be up to you. Speaking of work, I'm a day trader, okay? And no one at that time, okay, here's a day trader. I'm sorry, you should do that as a division. I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm a day trader. Okay, that's fine. You're trading, you're making money up and down, that's fine. Quit saying I am. You're not. Your organization is. Learn to talk and walk. I'm not rich. I've never been rich. But I control millions and billions of corporations, dollars. I'm a puppet master. See, when I wrote basically years ago, and they keep saying it wrong, okay? They say it wrong. All right? Own it, control everything, don't own anything. Crap. You just took it from me as a puppet master. I wrote the original book about puppet mastering years ago. See, maybe you got to get to know me a little bit. I'm online twice a friggin' day. Okay? All right? 50 years online or in person with people all the time. I'm not full of crap. Unfortunately, most people are in some way. I like challenging all these ding-dongs and think they're all that in the bag of chips. Okay? I'm completely broke. What's the next step? Let's figure out some things. Do you have a job? Do you make money? I'm completely broke. Okay, fine. I had 12 garage sales in Huntington Beach, got cited 3 times, penalty of $50. Don't talk about being broke, because that's bull crap. I ate out of a trash can as a kid. I was born in a freaking taxi. Hustle, get off your assets and go get it. Like she's put over here, hustle, hustle. This world is mean and cruel, people. They're going to knock you down. Get your assets back up. Broke, no, all right? Simple. If you got a job, you're pissing away $50 every other day, okay? Get into a rapper rescore. Here's the thing, starting point. Somebody's broke, you got to get analyzed. I'd say call the office, have them analyze your credit. Have them create a analyzation sheet and bring it to me personally. See, when they analyze everybody, you got to get this and understand this. Every client I've always had for the last 50 years, I personally go through their file, every one of them. You can't buy my damn book unless I explain it to you. I don't like bull crap. I wrote a book called BS Doesn't Pay Your Bills. So when you buy a box of crap from Alex, or the guy with the freaking thing on his nose, the drunk driver, I don't get it. He almost killed people. His wife's an ex-drug dealer. Oh, but listen to him, okay. Get him a second chance, no problem. But when you get a box of books, they better damn read it to you. They better read it to you. But they're not. It's crap. See, we all have one thing in common, credit. Credit. Hell, I start the system and I train people behind the scenes. Russ Dalby, Dave Delgado, Carlton Cheats. I'm the trainer of the trainers. Simple. School loans. Well, let's block the school loan. Let's get a basic rapper rescore. Let's put your score up and away. Let's understand. If you want to change your life, damn it, do it. See, I get frustrated. This is why I like being a private person. Because what happens to you? I'm your employee, Callie, and I'm in as a treasurer. Okay, I guess thank you. Okay, it's nice that I got Callie here. She's one of our employees. All right, she's in our sales team. All right, so again, she's one of the coaches. But let's understand something. She's being trained to be a coach. Every employee in my organization knows one thing. You must help first, then ask for money. You never ask for money up front. That's B crap. I hate it. I can't stand it. Okay? I don't do what I do for money because I don't need your damn money. Maybe you don't get that, huh? Maybe you don't get that at all. That's easy to say, but when you have no idea the different direction to go. Okay, Jack, knock off your crap. Jack, get your butt on my live at 3 o'clock today. See, this is the crap. When you don't know what to do, then, hey, I'm telling you what to do. You're going to find out something about me, Jack. It's very simple. I tell everybody what to do. Even in my coaching, I tell them flat out, no, this way, stop. We're doing dumb. No, we're going to do this way. I don't like dumb, okay? I'd say that other word, but I'm not allowed to because they block me every time I say that word, okay? So what? I don't like dumb, Jack. All I have to do is if your wife and you are online today at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time for an hour and a half, you better have your tablet with you, pen, sticky tabs, and your credit cards in front of you. I don't care if they're all screwed up or bad. I'm going to rebuild you, Lauren. It's very simple. Okay, that's what I should do. That's what everyone should do. It's ridiculous. Download some books free. Come on, let's do that first. Get to know me so I can help you some more. Is that okay? Most of us honestly need to be told what to do. We are messed up. Okay, well, I agree with that. But I don't want to be rude. Okay? I mean, I've got an IQ off the freaking chart. Okay? Well, I took it off here because people always challenge it. When I got tested at 14 years old, my IQ is 203. It's off the freaking chart. I have recall and everything, and I used to piss people off because I could do it better than them. So what happens? Don't get mad. All right? Solve your problem. Download the damn book for free. Free. You're saving 25 bucks. I want you to download it for your kids in high school and college. I want you to send the link to everybody in this friggin' world. It's free, damn it. It has all the answers you needed about your personal credit in the first place. Since I set up the system in the first place, all right? But again, what happened? TRW, I'm the coach for Ken Yarborough back in the late 70s. Oldest card, all right? Oh, listen carefully. Oldest card. Then it's fluctuation. All cards fluctuate. Believe me, I will tell you what to do. In my coaching, hell, I turn around. Rich dad, poor dad, all right? I'm sorry, Jack, I sued Kiyosaki because of one reason, okay? He pisses me off. I think he's full of shit, okay? In my book at 15 years old, 15 years old, I wrote the damn thing. What pisses me off is I wrote cash flow for your time. I wrote the son of a bitch. I wrote it. That's mine. When someone steals it pisses me off. That's why he had to change it. That's why he filed bankruptcy. It's like Tony Robbins, okay? Stealing Blueprint of Success. You know how many times I've sued Tony Robbins? Okay, you have no idea. So what do? I don't like people steal my shit. It pisses me off. So what do? I have rent bills and stuff. Then get on the live with me today. Every one of you, it's like this, I'm sorry, it's excuse left and right. Everybody's got damn excuses. It's like, don't take it wrong. I like to tell the world to shut up, 3 o'clock, let me take control. In my live, I tell you to fire yourself. Because I'm sorry, I tell you to fire you. Fire you because, shit, look at your crap. Look what you've done in the last 50 years or 30 years, 20 years. 75 years old to what? To 20? It's all screwed up. Stop it. Your way sucks. I said that all the way too. So I don't try to say too much of that in the morning because you got to get to know me. 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Rico, redo your damn life. It's simple. Come on. Here you got Uncle Nate. Uncle Nate's great. I love Uncle Nate. You got Mindy. You got other people. You got clients here willing to help you. Black Kinfolk has been my client for 35 friggin' years. His family's 50 years of client base. We can rebuild anybody. But you have to listen. But you got to do what you're told. I will tell you what to do every time. I have no BS to give you besides the truth. Simple. When Ken Yarborough and I wrote that book called File Segregation, I didn't like it. Ken wanted to lie. It pissed me off. I did not want to lie. I want to tell the truth. Well, it's fast, and I don't care. It's faster. So I set up division process. That's 90 days. Who gives a crap? Ken wants instant. Well, I don't want instant. I didn't like file segregation. This book, to me, it sucks. Okay? Sucks. All right, it'll teach you how to set up a new credit file. Yeah, it will. But I don't want you to have the book. See, Ken and I had one thing in common. We held witness protection. All right, a long time ago. That's how we met each other. And what happened? TRW became a Spear in 96, and I'm the coach of the coaches. So I coach Carlton Cheats people, David Delgado, Russ Dalby. Hell, I'm training Yarborough. The way my brain processes, they hired me all the time. Every company you ever think you can name today has hired me so far. The back of the book. See, when I held the record for the highest kick, 13 feet in the air, 1981, people didn't like that. They didn't like that. You're a show-off. Yeah, I'm kicking the damn basketball hoop. Can't you? It's not my problem. It's your problem. Okay? One of the cars in the 21 car collection. Mansions. I had $2.2 billion in real estate. All kinds of stuff. Again, yachts. Download the first book for you. It's 2 books. Come on, people. Let's get your articles for free today. Free. Let's get Winning the Credit Game. Why not? It's $50 if you buy it out there. All right, no problem. I've written $67. But I want you to have it free if you get in the download. Download the sucker now. Now. Okay, I'll be working today, but I will be reaching out. All right, no problem to talk. Well, 800-254-9506. Now, understand something. This past Saturday and every Saturday, listen carefully, 6 classes online free. Free. So if you need some freaking help, get off your assets and show up. How do I do it? It's in the link tree. Rico, it's in the link tree right below you. The link tree has everything. You can become an affiliate. You get articles for free. You get some books for free today. And I want you basically very simple, online with me 3 o'clock today. I want you to knock off the bull crap. I do. All right, what's the bull crap? All right, you need to be told what to do. I'm glad someone said that today because it's the truth. I want to guide you and lead you where you need to go. You know, before I died in that coma, we had a pandemic. All right, very simple. We had the Ray Reynolds movement. I want to change the world. That's what I want to do, change the world. In this book here, you'll see part of the Lamborghini collection. I had 21 cars in the car collection. I bought my first Lamborghini when I was a damn kid. All right, these other kids, they're renting them or taking pictures. That's all crap, okay? I don't like crap. So get the free book for the hell of it, no problem. It's Winning the Credit Game, simple. All right, starting out right for the kids, no problem. And get a copy for yourself. See, you could change your life today if you wanted to, but do you want to? If you DM, we're going to send you a mouse pad, okay, so that you can see your future right here. On this mouse pad, this is your damn future. This will create up to $100,000 a month for the corporation and entities division process tied to an irrevocable trust, and you will never bring the pain home again. I'm in a projection management, okay, anxiety, worry about the future. What is your thoughts? I think a lot of things people do today is a crock. I think they have excuses, okay? Project management, anxiety. Hell, we all have anxiety. Hell, get off your assets and go get it. How do you solve anxiety? Simple. I get in a Lamborghini, I turn on the engine. That takes care of it. That's meditation. Find a way to meditate. Where are the free books at? Link tree below. If you can't find them in the link tree, 800-254-9506. You got plenty of people. Mindy's one of our administrators as well. She's here to help as well. She's just a client. She offered to help me. Isn't that amazing? People wanting to help people. See what happens. Even Uncle Nate will help you. All right? All right. From there, Jay will help you. All these people will. Kim will help you. See, what happens is very simple. When people get to know me, they find out I'm not fully you know what. Then I'm going to help them every step of the way. What is our goal? There it is again, the phone number. There's Mindy putting it out there for you. So it is, 4:25 in the morning? Yeah, 4:25 in the morning. Here. I check phone, I check wall, I check here. Okay? And that's how it works. So understand. Okay? Thank you, Uncle Nate. Yes. See, if we could help everybody, could you imagine this? If we helped everybody repackage themselves, my dream years and years ago, even to this day, if we taught people how to repackage themselves, and I call it at the time when I gave Don Kingdom only in America, one of my corps, so he wanted it for his movie, repackaged America. That was the goal, repackage everybody. Could you imagine if we repackage everybody and we gave them the rules and tools right out of school? Everybody got this book and said, hey, read the book, read the book, read the book. Is it free downloads? Hell, why not? See, the problem is they don't want us to know anything. Okay, so like today, every one of you have an SS5 form, you don't even know it. The SS5 is the SSN and 1040 tax return. So here's Jack saying I'm downloading, all right, for 4 books. Now, fantastic. Send it to everybody, Jack, but here, be online today, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Hour and a half, DM, DM, DM. What does that mean today? I'm going to talk to you about your personal credit that sucks. Utilization that sucks. I'm going to dummy proof and tell you put stickies behind the damn cards. Then I'm going to talk about the cards that don't fluctuate. I don't want you to jack these suckers up. I want you to get these for what? Oh crap day, oh crap week, oh crap year. Every one of you have a problem because of fluctuation. Do you realize today, in the next 12 months, you could have $1 million corporation if you wanted to? I'll teach you how to do it yourself. I'll teach you how. All right? I'll do the work with you for our team if you want to. But it's going to be up to you. What do you want to do for you? That's the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is what we do. Of course, it dumped it. It's always typical. But that's how it works. So today, let's understand something. We, the people, you know, when I wrote one of my theses a long time ago, it's international constitutional law. That was important to me. I wanted to understand how the world worked. I wanted to get behind everything. I could say, okay, it works. But it's like anything else. When I argued with one of the college professor, he's a genius. Okay? I challenged the genius in front of the whole school. Why? Why not? Let's have a debate. Well, it's a debate. I asked him a question, okay? Because he didn't know what to start with. I know what to start. I would start. When did an LLC, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC grow hands? All right, what do you mean? No. I'm using Chime Credit. Well, guess what? Chime Credit came out of my boot camp. So did Kick. So did Speedy Cash. NobodyBroke.com. Jack, all these people came out of my boot camp in 2008. They're founders. Did you know that? Again, there's different ways to do it better. Again, get to the class today, 3 o'clock, hour and a half, and let's get to this point we analyze you. Let's do a rapid rescore, analyze you, and tell you what you should do. Chime's crap, Kick's crap, all this stuff is crap as far as I'm concerned. Okay? Why does my credit matter? Well, let's see. All right, Lawrence, Love, how are you going to go get some goodies? How are you going to finance a house? How would you finance a house personally if you don't have a good credit score? You can listen to basically Ramsey. Dave Ramsey is a liar. He's full of crap. He has been for 50 years. He's full of crap. He finances everything. All right, what does he do? He lies. He built this thing because he filed bankruptcy and he got popular on a radio show and blah, blah, blah. He's got a $15 million building in an LLC. Well, if they do that, they get the building. You financed the damn building, Dave. You lied to the world. You've been lying since day one. If they sue the LLC, by the way, they'll name him because he's the officer of the corporation. So I don't like crap, okay? But I want to teach you how to play the game. Is that okay? Why credit? How are you going to finance a house? You could use bank statements if you wanted to. That's called a bank statement loan. It's been around forever. But again, I'd rather have a what? My corporation, buy properties and everything else, credit score. But if I buy my house for my family, should I not want a good score to get the best interest rate? But it's up to you. So credit helps you. Listen carefully. Credit cards build score so you can get more. Credit cards build score to get more because it's a scoring system. But it's, I don't want credit. Fantastic. That's why you broke the rest of your life. You're barely getting by. Oh, I'm at Social Security. I'm this, that. This crap. If you want the ability to chance to go after goodies, you're going to have personal good credit, CFO, 750, and the corporation with division process. The problem you have today, an LLC is sued, they sue you. C Corp, they sue you. S Corp, they sue you. All right, nonprofit, they sue you. Okay, all right, PC, they sue you. If we don't have division process, it's crap. Now, this is why they want you to have 5 corporations, but again, one owning pieces there. No. California, we have a franchise tax fee, $800 to $1,000. So the answer is no. No, 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 no. Wife and I combine income. Okay, good. You're looking for learning more. What happens? Have your wife on this with me, please. Here's the problem. Okay? You so far, Steve, you've tried businesses. You've failed a couple times. Your wife's watching, goes, "Is this going to work this time?" Your wife is very doubtful. Okay? Will it work? This is Steve and Jack as well. Okay? She's doubtful because why? She's watched you try. But again, there's nothing wrong with trying. As long as you're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, it wants to be, you know what? I'd like to repackage you and your spouse. But then I'm going to interview you. Everyone who's going to be interviewed by me. And that blueprint call. House. Do you have one? Was it escrow, close, homestead, trust? What's a homestead? Then I got to explain that. Is it irrevocable trust? Got to explain that. Okay, this is the thing. The blind trust. And then that blind trust is crap. It's bullshit. Okay? Blind trust, and that's crap. You read a book from some ding-dong that's got it wrong. The book out there about trust today, the yellow one and all that crap, don't anything, no I don't, control everything. They took it out of my book called Puppet Master. But again, what happens? There's 4 mistakes in the first part of the damn book. It's all hooey. It's all crap. Okay? It's crap. It's what it is. Sorry, it is. If you don't repackage you and learn how to do things step by step for you, it's a friggin' joke. It's a joke. If you basically walk, talk, whatever it is here, sorry, I scrolled pretty fast. If you don't learn how to protect you, it's all a bunch of hooey. It's called irrevocable trust. Write it down. Irrevocable trust, okay? No personal grantor required. Yeah, but again, that's not the point. Okay, let's talk about some crap that you're hearing. No personal grantor required. That's okay. Do you have $1 million to protect yet? Do you have $5 million or not? See, it's all a bunch of BS. Until you have structure for finance, you're talking out your butt. Everybody talks out their butt all the time. Okay? So this is Dark Green King. Fantastic. Dark Green King. Fantastic. Okay? So for my clients, just once in a while. Depends if they're in coaching, okay? I let them, and I signed an agreement to use my bank accounts, petty cash. Here's petty cash just for January. 287. Okay? 66,000. So I show about $500,000 in the bank accounts, be $300,000 to $500,000 in the bank to help them dissect and what? Get into an escrow. We partner in it in an agreement only. That's it. If you're missing a piece, tell them I'm going to give you the piece you're missing. Your biggest problem is you. All right? Today at 3 o'clock, I'm going to tell you flat out, fire yourself. I'm taking over. That's what I tell everybody. I tell people your way sucks, mine works. That's what I believe. Simple. If you got the guts, you, your spouse, and everybody you got in your life, challenge the shit out of me today. 3 o'clock, I dare you. I dare you to have some fun with me. Hey, I got a recall. I got an IQ off the freaking chart. I talk, and I stutter once in a while, and I write both hands talking at the same time. We got to focus. Everything in this world is a bunch of crap anymore. It's ridiculous. Don't buy a house. I have $5 million, $50 million properties. Sell me the water. He bought my books years ago. He's the biggest clown I've ever seen in my life. I created my first billion structure, all right, in real estate at $2 billion at 21, 26 years old. It's not hard to do. Anybody can do this. Anybody. So understand, I respect your mentally, I owed you, and that's not the point. The point is you got to get to know me so I get to know you. I want you to understand, all right, my credentials are off the chart for one reason. God gave it to me. So again, this is why I hate until you get to a blueprint call, because I don't want to go into too many because you're going to think I'm bragging. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you the truth. Again, these fluctuate. You jacked up your card, your credit score sucks, most of you. Why? You know what the hell you're doing. It's amateur hour. These don't fluctuate. These don't fluctuate. If you could listen for an hour and a half this afternoon at 3 o'clock, I'll change your damn life, and I want you to challenge the hell out of me. See if you got the guts. Bring your CPA, bring your attorney, bring them on. I will tear their assets apart. I don't like dumb. Never have, never will. So again, download the book for the kids. Okay, for the kids. I only help people because I made a promise to God and my Savior Jesus Christ when I was 7 years old. If I didn't make that promise, I wouldn't be here for 50 years, 6 days a week. Are you crazy? Why would I help people when they don't appreciate diddly squat anyway, most of them? Not you, of course. Most people don't appreciate a damn thing at all. Half the people in this world are freaking lazy. Lazy. I got a magic wand. Bull crap. Now, you're paying attention, so that means you're one of that 20%. Then that means you can get to millionaire status in 12 months. Sorry I'm right. Download the damn book. It's free. If you don't, later on it's $25. There you go. $25. Always go back to the original info commercial. Wait, there's more! Hell, I created that. Wait, there's more! Call now! Oh, if you do this, all that BS. It's all marketing crap. Winning the game of business. I published and put it out there basically in 1976. 76. I was 16. You realize what I created by 16? All right? Driving the Lamborghini, having my race car, race motorcycles. Bam, bam, bam! Your problem has always been you. Sorry, but it's always been you. I'll help you. I'll be your coach. Just like I coach your coaches with Carlton, Cheese, David Delgado, Russ Dalby, I'll coach you. Is that okay? 3 o'clock today, Pacific Standard Time. Download the book, starting it right now. Come on, download this sucker. It's free. If you get it later on, it's $25. Download Winning the Credit Game, because I don't like credit repair. You're going to basically prove it or remove it. That's it. It's going to be accurate, verifiable. That's it. Simple. Download the book. We have paralegals that'll help you if you want. This explains to you what you need. Then it only shows you part of the car collection. See, I'm the guy that's not full of crap. Sorry, most people are. I love you, Ray. Well, I don't know. I love you back. I mean, this is kind of fun stuff. I just want to tell the truth. Is that okay? Is that okay we tell the truth? And we help everybody? What the hell? Why not? Why not? You know, I got clients, okay, that are out there helping people. That's good. I like that. Okay? I have to correct them sometimes. They get mad at me sometimes. What can I say? Okay, for instance, like Howdy Doody here. I call him Howdy Doody. He's here this morning. So when you sell your car to your irrevocable trust and you tell them the DMV, the trust owns the car, that's called, I'm not allowed to say stupid. That's called dumb. You drive the car. So if they drive the car that owns the car and it's the irrevocable trust that owns all your assets, they just sued your trust. This is called dumb. Okay, I don't understand dumb. He tells you he's failed 19 times. Now he's going to teach you. All these experts going to help you. Now, I got clients like Ryan here. Ryan Alexander is a client of mine. Fantastic. He bought books 15 years ago. Him and I had a little bit of debate and did some videos. That's fine. Okay? I thought he was bigger and he's great in his own way. I thought his company was bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay? But when he advertised, it says $950,000 on the gold card. That's bull crap. That bothers me. I told him, bring it down, please. I can only suggest, since he wants me to train him some more. They took this card away from him 3 years ago. Okay? 3 years ago. If you try to use one of these cards here, this is $1.5 million. Would you like $1.5 million? So I'm going to show you 62 million of this goodies and get your own. It's simple. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? The problem Express are great for the blueprint loans and they're great cards. They don't fluctuate. When you go past $25,000 to $100,000, they put you in a review. They shrink your limits or close your account. American Express is a pain in the asset. So today, let's pretend you're going to let me help you. What a concept. Okay? What would I like you to do? 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, your whole family and all your friends. Online watching Ray Reynolds, the Godfather Credit, who did $60 billion for his clients and himself. Take a picture of this. If you DM me, I'll send you this for you. Already download for it. Yeah, see, this is the thing. Get the rules, please. See, I give things for free simple because the Ray Reynolds University, nonprofit, 501c3, gives the books for free. I'm not only a pastor, I'm also the coach and I build $60 billion for clients and myself. This I like to send it to you and I'll pay for the cost of the mouse pad and the postage. See, there's your damn future. You have an organization, you have a division for owns an apartment complex. How about a car wash? How about a laundromat? I wrote the original books 47 years ago. You got clients out there, you need a car wash or a laundromat. No, you don't. You need to own the damn thing. All right, how about a storage unit? How about a Wendy's? How about a gas station with a store? How about a laundromat? How about a McDonald's? How about a car wash? How about KFC? It's right here. Whee! See, your problem, I'm sorry, is you. No one taught you how to play the game. I'm going to teach you to play the game. Hell, I'm going to teach you how to master the game and be a puppet master. Saturday. Last Saturday is my classes. You want to go to class on this Saturday? How'd you like to spend the day with Ray Reynolds Mead, the Godfather Credit? So again, what do? You can spend the day with me if you want to. Now, please do this. Ready? Come on. We're going to take your cards this afternoon at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. You're going to have your cards in front of you. You're going to be at your kitchen table, your desk, wherever you're at. All right, pay attention. You're going to have all your credit cards in front of you, all right, for your company, business, or yourself, or personal. You're going to have a tablet and a pen. You're going to have a tablet of stickies in front of you. You're going to have your spouse listening as well. What's going to happen? You're going to reorganize yourself. You're going to reorganize you and do it my way because your way sucks. We're going to put a sticky behind every damn credit card. Sticky. This is a 10. All right, I want to get you 7 of these. See, I want to get you 100,000 of credit. Then I want to give you one of these as a 50. Now, if you had 100,000 of personal credit, all right, at any given time, you lost your job, had an emergency, you would not be playing the up and down show. These cards don't fluctuate. They know what? Fluctuate. So that means flat out, these cards do not fluctuate. That means I would jack these suckers up before I jack these up. If you did exactly what I just said, you would have a 750 score and above. On top of that, very simple, you wouldn't bring the pain home again, and you'd have 71,000 of safety in case you had an blank day, week, month, or year. Now watch. I want you to do it my way. Let's pretend today you have an LLC with 18 divisions. Let's pretend you have an LLP, 18 divisions. C Corp, nonprofit PC. All these have divisions. Why would you want divisions? You want the line of defense. What about all of the interests on them? First of all, it's a corporation who gives a crap. No one cares, okay? Now, okay, let's use interest rate. I'm afraid of interest rate. Ink cards, Chase, no interest for 22 months. Now what's the damn excuse? See, here's the problem. Personal Chase, business Chase, up to 22 months, there's no interest. Now, all corporate credit doesn't show up on personal file. Who gives a crap about interest now? Again, but one card called Spark. So again, interest, see, that's all excuses of, I'm afraid to try. No, that's being lazy and I don't want to try. Sorry. Don't take anything personal. But again, what do? No interest up to 22 months. I know how to transfer it to their own cards to bid another 22 months. I've done it for 5 years for the hell of it to prove my point. But again, let's say you have that LLC, LLP. Okay? If you listen carefully, they sue those, they sue you. If you have, all right, these cards, let's understand, I told you they don't fluctuate. We're going to get the American Express card for the corporation. Here's 2 of them. Here's $200,000 in my hand right now. They're paid overtime limit, $100,000 each. You got it so far? If they sue the organization, LLC, LLP, C Corp, you're the duck and sheep. What if? Now I'm going to try to hold these without dropping it because there's always some jerk. Oh, you're going to have the cards? You're picking up the same cards as the other guy. There's always some shithead giving me crap. I don't like shitheads. I'm sorry. Say it out loud. Here's 3 more cards. This is 3 divisions, 100,000 each division, line of credit. What do I get to do? This creates 30,000 a month to the corporation. I don't get it. This creates $30,000 of income for the rest of your friggin' life. You can have an auto income. You could have an estate and you can have it to irrevocable trust. You can build a friggin' legacy. You didn't have a legacy for you. You don't have one for your family too because you're doing it all wrong and your way sucks. Sorry. So, I'm going to try not to drop them. Here's 3 more cards, okay? 3 more, that's 600,000. That's 60,000 a month. If I have 3 more cards on top of that, if I don't drop them again, okay, because those are some jackass giving me crap, okay? Here's 900,000. Here's $1 million of credit. That's $100,000 a month. I don't understand. I get so pissed off watching this world screw up all the time. It's ridiculous. Okay? Hell, if I can do it born out of a friggin' taxi, being used and abused as a kid, hell, so can you if you get off your ass and just go get it. I don't understand. Why the hell have you brought the pain home in the first place? I don't get it. I'm sorry. I don't get it. I don't get, all right, you follow dumb. You follow dumb. What can I say? That's what you did. Why the hell would you follow them? Now, this is for each entity. Okay, let's take the Chase. There's 6 Chase Inc. cards. There's no interest for 22 months. Let's do that per division. All right? She says she does stock trading. She should not say that. She should say the organization I work for or represent has a division that does stock trading. Okay, day trading. She wants to be a day trader, then do it right. Finance the sucker. Why would you take your money, your paycheck, all right, and it's taxed, and you use that money for Bitcoin and all that silly stuff? Why would anybody be that dumb? They're not dumb, they're just doing dumb. If I took this here right now, Chase, this $350,000 right here. I would take this because there's no interest rate, and I'd put this also for a division to buy Bitcoin. I'd buy silver, I'd buy gold, I'd do day trading. But I sure the hell wouldn't use my money. A division goes up and down like a yo-yo. I can offset tax up to 47%, win or lose every damn day. Now the next division has a laundromat, car wash, all right, storage unit, all right, apartment complex. I've designed auto income in 1987 for my clients. My problem was very simple. I had 16 escrows closing a day. It got out of hand with me. 16 escrows a day, closes, son of a biscuit, I can't handle this. And I'm a great multitasker. I can multitask anybody I ever met. But I got 16 escrows closing and it got out of hand. 1987, clients, would you like to be a soldier? That's all I asked. Would you like to be a soldier? Would you like to take over one of my escrows? I already lined the sucker up and all you have to do is say yes, and now you get income the rest of your freaking life. I dummy-proofed it. I mean, because everybody's a bunch of damn dummies. I don't get it. So everything is auto income. Take the mouse pad, DM me if you have the guts. Let me send you one of these suckers. Simple. I'll pay the cost. I'll pay the postage and the mouse pad. And hell, I buy quality mouse pads. It's one of the best mouse pads you ever get in your life. It's free. All you have to do is DM me, simple right there. Share the live. Help me help you. What a concept. If we help each other, guess what's going to happen? Every division is on the same bank account. Why? Because I said so. Why? Because I sued the damn banks and I won. All right? Every bank wanted a separate division, have a bank account. Hell no. Watch. Every one of these is a line of credit off the same damn bank from B of A. Every bank is from B of A. Wells Fargo, US Bank, all right? Chase. You don't get it. See, your whole problem is you. I want you to fire yourself and hire me because your way sucks. These are lines of credit. $150,000 each. I write a check to escrow. I definitely want to join later today. I have, sorry, I scrolled too fast. I'm afraid to touch it again because it screws up every time I touch it. Hey people, I'm sorry. I am now on TikTok, social media for 15 weeks. I just started this because why? I wanted to try it. What happened? Well, my old IT guy kept saying, no, because it's not worth it. See, I write checks for millions and millions of dollars all the time. For radio and TV, that's fine. We'd love to basically come aboard any payment plan. Hey, if somebody wants in a program that I represent, I don't care if they tell me $100 a week. All right? Hey, if you make a commitment, I'm going to make a commitment for you. Okay, it's very simple, but I guess it's up to you. You figure payment plan, whatever you want to do, if you want to get into a program. But please get to know me first, please. What does this mean? I'm going to get into escrow. Watch what happens. Please watch. Listen very carefully. I line up an escrow, or I'll teach you how to do it yourself. Okay? Just like I did for Carlton Cheese, Dave Gagato, Restalby, and blah, blah, blah. Even Yarbrough, Tier Devon, accept the rules and tools. Here's an escrow. They want $50,000 down. Okay? $50,000 down. I'm going to take it off on a line of credit. I'm writing a check. Okay? Costs nothing on this. To escrow. Okay? Escrow. Guess what happens? The management company has to, by law, Fair Lending Act, and I'm not here to be shaping attorney, their management company is going to verify how you bought your percentage of a Wendy's or whatever you bought. They have to verify this. Understand something. They have to verify this. Escrow is closing. They have to, the way I instructed them from day one, have to pay the payment here before they give you the leftover. Your leftover is from $3,000 to $10,000 a month per division. $3,000 per division. See, your whole problem is you. Hell, that's easy. I'll bet you today you're going to drive by a Wendy's restaurant. Why don't you go ask for the damn owner? You won't find one. It's ran by a management company because people buy pieces of a restaurant, and that's what you should be doing since day one. I bought my first Jack in the Box Health Food Corporation. I was 19 freaking years old. 19, bought a damn Jack in the Box. I realized auto income in the 80s. That's what I did for myself and my clients. Auto income, auto income. Okay, again, TikTok. I blew up TikTok and away Ray. Okay, well, I'm open. All right, I got 50 million people to transfer it. I had to make a decision. I'm going to stay on TikTok or social media. I think I should. I got to correct all the BS out there. 20% of circus clowns. Share and listen and learn. Tap the life, share the life, share the life. What do? 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. You're stuck with me. I'd like to basically go viral if I could. I don't even know what that means. How's that? I hear about it. Hey, my social media team is less than 90 days old. I hired people to help me do it. See, I'm just writing checks for radio, TV, Sirius Radio, Nationwide TV, and some fun all the time. That was easy for me. Now, this is like, oh, yeah, look at all these clowns doing it wrong. I like Ben because he corrects people. He's fun to watch because all these people think they know about tax and BS. I'm not going to quote tax for you. I'm going to help you structure. One of my CPAs, tax attorneys, will help you. So I don't have the time, but I want you to do it right. You cannot write off a damn Rolex, okay? It's not possible. It's bullshit. BS, sorry. So you'll watch Ben on basically TikTok. Well, I don't want to give his last name because I don't have the right to do it yet, but I will. We're trying to reach out to him and do a little podcast. It'd be fun. So you cannot write off certain things. By the way, you're always going to pay tax. Everybody pays tax, period. But how much tax do you pay is up to you. See, like today. Okay, here's Mark asking who Ben who. Well, I'm going to ask for, I can give out his name. I don't want to upset the guy, okay? But again, I'll give out Ryan because he's a client bought books 20 years ago. 15, 20 years ago. Here's the thing. We all are controlled. You don't get that. You have an SS5. You have an SS5 with the IRS. Every one of us have an SS5 form in the IRS file that you filled out or mommy did. You have to learn to connect your damn dots. So again, we got to connect dots. What do we do? Connecting the dots. Okay. The IRS has an SS5 on file for every one of us. All right, that's connected to the SSN. They gave us one chance to try. As long as we're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we might as well, you know what? What do we do? So the SS5 connects SSN in 1040 tax return. That's how we're tracked. Our paycheck is given to us, but it's minus their money. We worked it, we earned it, they got their cut before we get the leftover. But again, maybe half of you are just lazy, you didn't really work it anyway. Or if you worked your butt off like I do, you expect money. But again, when they get that first paycheck, it's like, oh crap, where's my money? The IRS got their cut, you got the leftover. So tap the live, tap the screen, tap it. Help me help you and get all the free books. So Mark, I wanted you to understand, please be there at 3 o'clock today. I would love to have you learn, every one of you, a blueprint of success. I'm going to demonstrate one on a board for you as well. Okay, now, I have to walk around the office a little bit, ask questions, please ask questions while I'm walking around. I'll give you a tour of the office as well. Is that okay? If it's not, sorry, too bad. We're going to have fun. Today, every one of you, I pray to God you listen. I really do. Okay, I pray that you we pray for what's going on in the world and our military and everything else. It's not a point if we agree or disagree. It's a point of we have to pray for people. Will you be given details on your coaching? Oh, hell yes. Hell yes. Now, I'm sold out, so you're going to get a junior and senior coach. Okay? So I'm sold out. Okay? My time is booked and everything else. My wife just started an LLC. She's renting, all right, salon suite. Please stop. I want her to rent that. This is what pisses me off. Please listen. Your wife started an LLC, fantastic. I want her to have a division of the LLC, then she's going to sign for the salon. She's going to do hair or whatever, that's fine. If it's a division, here's the problem. What if that business doesn't work? Okay? What if? That means the LLC will file bankruptcy, and so will she. She's going to sign the lease. She's going to guarantee it. Here's your problem with you, basically your wife, okay? Your wife's great. It's fantastic. Let's understand. Let's go back to the person here. This is Woodrow Crow, whatever that means. Okay. So Woodrow Crow, listen very carefully. Your wife's going to sign a lease, okay? You might not like what I'm about to say, ladies and gentlemen. I have a prenup and a postnup. That's right. I created my first $1 billion at 21 years old through corporate structure. If I get sued, they would sue my spouse. They would sue her. They sue me. So here's a family going to sign a lease for a salon. Fantastic. The LLC. We're going to go into the Ray Reynolds University. This is this building here. I name the companies and marketing names for basically marketing companies only. I do not create liability because that'd be dumb. So let's understand something. She's got an LLC. She just started. That's tax lady to open the bank account. Fantastic. When she signs the lease, okay, all right, for the LLC in that salon, she's guaranteeing the lease. I'm sorry, I call that dumb. If, all right, it did not work, and she files a bankruptcy, sir, you're filing bankruptcy with your wife. You just went through the rabbit hole, every one of you, okay? All right, men around here to hit me up, all right, whatever that means, okay? So what I'd like you to do is understand something. Before you sign the lease, have you and your wife watch at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today. I want to change the damn world. How do you get people to listen? Because you think everything's going to go perfect. It does not. All right, till it kicks your ass ads. If you listen very carefully, if you sign that lease as a division, you just create a line of defense. Line of defense. Okay? If you don't have a line of defense, you and your spouse are going to go through the rabbit hole and you're going to bring the pain home. And that's not what you're going. You're trying to start a business because you believe you have the ability to play the game to win. We love you, Ray. Okay, well, Marcos, that's simple. I'm just going to tell you the truth. Thank you. Love you back. So how do we do that? Well, again, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. All right, Wood Crow, okay? Please, it's online here. We were going to do a S Corp and have her as an employee. Okay, understand something. Okay, listen very carefully. Your LLC is going to convert to S when you start making money. All right, I'm going to show you how to do this 100%. See, an S corporation should only be done if you're making money. S stands for stupid and smart. Can I say that without getting in trouble? I hope so. So what happens is very simple. So again, if you do it before you make money, it's kind of dumb. If you do it when you make money, that makes sense. Your LLC you have right now will convert to S Corp. All right, I'll show you how to do that as well. What is the division? Here's Dark Green King, okay? The division is something I created in 1984, going to Sacramento, California, and asking, can I create an entity under a corporation? And they gave me permission. I'll show you exactly how to do that today in the 3 o'clock live step by step. All right, so understand. My problem in 1984, ladies and gentlemen, if you did your homework, you'd find out I was the king of satellite television. I'm making hundreds of millions of dollars in satellite TV, radio, TV, installation, all kinds of stuff worldwide, having fun. I had Shakey's Pizzas, 31 flavors, ice cream, Subway, shopping centers, and I buy all kinds of stuff. At that time, it was corp to corp. But the reality is very simple. Born and raised in Sacramento, California. Fantastic. Well, I got them to give me permission to create a division of a corporation. Ever since then, it's the line of defense. See, what happens on the LLC, they sue you. It sucks. C Corp, S Corp, no matter how, you're the bouncy ball. If we create a division of line of defense, we can protect our family. Is that correct? See, understand something. I'm going to say God first, always first, God. That's how I believe. I'm going to say family, that's my wife and I. And I have 6 kids and 13 grandkids. I will not bring the pain home like you. I'm sorry. I've never brought the pain home, ever. It's against everything I believe in. I take the Glock out of my trunk or my car and shoot myself in the foot first. I would not ever, ever bring the pain home because I researched law and accounting since I could walk. So I was born in a taxi. My mother put me in a damn trash can. I was a piece of you-know-what. Mrs. Hope called me a piece of what all my life as a kid. So again, I wanted to fight to get out of hell. They would always say, Ray's at the library, Ray's at the library. He's hiding at the library. I'm reading books. I want to get the hell out of hell. I don't like hell. Should I, okay, let me, oh, well, screw this up. Should I start a divisions for the LLC before I reach out to your program? You want divisions? Let me explain to you how to process. A division is like a child, its parent corporation, birth entity, sacrifice. Again, I love it. Jay's great. He's a good client as well. He helps. We got clients helping clients, and that's great. Why do we all help each other? What a concept. We could actually change this world, okay? My partner paid 20,000 some, created a setup of 5 corps. I'm sorry, I don't know who your partner is. I'd call that, I can't say that word. Every time I say stupid, I get blocked. I'm sorry. He spent 20,000, he pissed away money. It's ridiculous. You don't need that setup. It's ridiculous. Get his butt on the live with me at 3 o'clock today. You need a corporation or an LLC with 5 divisions or 18 divisions. I'm sorry, I don't understand dumb. I don't understand dumb. Okay, don't get me upset because I got my first Lamborghini. I was 15 years old. I bought it from a damn auction. So I don't get this. So I don't understand why the world doesn't pay attention to me fast enough. All right, I've been out there 50 years, 6 days a week. Okay, classes all day Saturday for free for literally 50 years because I kept a promise I made to my Savior, Jesus Christ, when I was in a coma at 7 years old. It's the only reason I'm here to help you. I made a promise. Here's a wall. This is the short version of the wall. If you notice, there's a president of the United States of America right there, Fishborn and Mama. Lakers, Clippers, and Dodgers, and Angels. I have 2,100 pictures of rich and famous people and normal people like you. So again, all right, what do we get to do? All right, I lived in hell as a kid. It sucks. In this studio here, okay, we're going to go through this whiteboard this afternoon, and I'm going to basically demonstrate to you what I call a blueprint of success. I'm going to design one for you. Then I'm going to say my team will help you. And if you want, I'll tell you what to do for the next 12 months. You do it my way, because I'm sorry, I don't like your way. I think your way sucks. I'm going to tell you, and when I look in the mirror today, what I'm going to say at that 3 o'clock is going to say you fire yourself. You're fired. Sorry. You had your chance. I mean, come on. I've had basically race motorcycles and cars all my life and boats. I like having fun, don't you? There's no reason not to be rich. No, I'm not rich. I'm not rich. My corporations are rich. But they're not mine. I'm a puppet master. We're going to talk about you, and we're going to talk about fluctuation, sticky time. We're going to dummy proof this. We're going to talk about these cards, and I always show my wife's cards because there's always some crappy turd trying to give me crap. There's always some turd everywhere. So I show my wife's cards. They're $100,000 paid over time limit. Very simple. Paid over time limit. So that means if I had a problem, I would jack these suckers up because they don't fluctuate. Then I'm going to talk about how American Express wants to give you 99 more. How many would you like? I'm going to show you $62 million of credit that I use for my clients all the time to repackage them. Okay? I'm the real deal. I have no chance or no excuse, neither do you. But it's up to you if we played the game to win. But again, it's going to be up to you. I'd like you to be on the live today, literally, okay, at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'd like you to basically listen and learn because I'd like to change your life. Is that okay if I change your life today? So let's understand something. Let's compare time zones. We have 503, okay? See, I have weird things that I do all the time, okay? My shirt, my watch always match because they usually match the car I'm driving that day. When you have 21 cars in a car collection, you can do everything damn well please. But that's just me. Okay? So I went through the coma in 2009. I got to die. All right, my life was stolen, and I didn't go boo-hoo-hoo and cry like a baby. I repackaged myself. Back in this building, simple. All right, we have our accounting. All right, this is Burnett. All right, she basically helps people. She does coaching as well sometimes, and she babysits people and explains it to them slowly. Why? Because something they screwed up. This is Santos's office here. He's our vice president of the company. He's got 35 years in real estate. He actually lines up real estate and closes escrows with you if you want to own a piece of a Wendy's or Jack in the Box storage unit or something like that as well. We're going to go in the call center now. The call center on the wall, you'll see something that says, make a friend, make a buck. The employees have been taught one thing, help people first before you talk about money. That's why three people ask how does it cost? I want us to get to know each other first. That's more important than the money. Because I don't need your money. Okay, you need my help, I'm going to help you. That's very simple. The employees want to get their bonuses and get their pay. That's how they make their money. It's okay. Can you talk about new, all right, the reporting rules? Well, you have different rules. You have what, the HR 9991 this year coming up? There's all kinds of rules as well. But ask these questions literally, okay, on the link tree. DM the question as well. Again, what we need to do is understand how to play the game to win. I always want to take pictures of things as well, in case you want to ask these questions later on today at 3 o'clock as well. But again, we're just using some standard questions right now. So here's Dark Green King, East Coast. Okay. Well, again, make a friend, make a buck on the wall for a reason. Let's get to know someone first. See, I'd like to get to know you first and you get to know me. All right, here's our paralegal department. They're going to help you with rapid rescore. So let's write in rapid rescore. Let's write it down. Everyone should be in a rapid rescore. That means basically it's going to block your crap, push your score up. If you look online, 49 years ago, I created rapid score for mortgage companies. So I'm the guy who was training Yarborough years ago in the 70s and 80s. So that was TRW, became Asperian in 96. Oldest card, okay, and fluctuation of 29% rule. That's how it is. We used to call it raised rules all the time. So what happens? Paralegals here, okay? Don't want to make you dizzy. Sometimes I see people walk around and makes people dizzy. So what do? We have Daniel here. When he's here, he gets here this morning as well. He's our IT genius. What does he do? All right, he creates all kinds of stuff that basically his last job, they didn't appreciate his brain. I appreciate his brain. I understand it. So we had some fun. All right, now let's understand. If you hire 100 people, all right, I'm sorry, 80% of the people you hire suck. 80% of the people you hire are not worth hiring, but you have to figure out who works and who doesn't work. It sucks. It took us to get we have about 22 people here. It took us literally several years after pandemic and all the things to get to the 22 people that are great. If your credit is already in 700s, will we still need to do rapid? Oh, yes. The reason you want a rapid score, I understand, very simple. What it does is it pushes you up to the 800. My wife and I today, we have an 846. Our credit score is boring as hell. That's what I want it to be. Why do I want it boring? Because we use our credit as a review as a CFO. That's all as a review. You see, I don't sign things as my name. You do, and I don't like it, but that's your choice. What happens? If you had a division of me, which means you, by the way, you could be signing, it's like the gentleman has his wife signing a lease as an LLC today. That scares the hell out of me. See, a year from now, it didn't work. Someone wrong. What are they going to do? They're going to sue her. LLC, they're going to sue him. You have a family of kids. You just destroyed your goal and your dream. You thought you were doing the right thing, but your setup sucked. So all of a sudden, what do we do? Division of me. I signed my name to the lease of this building, Ray Reynolds, as a division under the corporation. See, I'm allowed to use an SS4. I'd rather do that. I can get as many SS4s as I need to with no intent to do fraud. I can only get one SSN. That sucks. People bring the pain home because they don't know what they're doing. Unfortunately, they do that. Corporations, only corporations. Harvey, I'm in Atlanta, 8:05 now. What is your time zone? Pacific Standard Time. So right now, for instance, we have 5:08, 5:08, 5:08 here, okay? So again, 5:08, what do? Well, there'll be people here about an hour and 20 minutes. If you want to call somebody, talk to them, that's great. If you need to find the link trees and you want to find the links to this afternoon's 3 o'clock, ask them the question, okay? What is a CFO? Charlie, a CFO is a chief financial officer for your personal life and your business life. See, it's like anything else. Unfortunately, you'll find this new lady on TikTok and, I'm an attorney for 38 years. Get a Nevada Corp, get it in Wyoming, get a Delaware. It's crap. Then you qualify. When you qualify, you disclose anyway. See, let's understand something. I am the largest registered agent in the world. I have sold more corporations on planet Earth or given them away than anybody on this planet times 10. Times 10. Got it so far? So if you want to listen and learn, you might want to listen to a guy that did these things as well. Can I create divisions in Georgia? Of course you can. The only state that doesn't allow divisions right now is Alaska. Okay? Because, all right, in Alaska. All right, also actually Hawaii, because divisions in Hawaii, they don't really have banks there. They have the Bank of Hawaii. Again, there's different ways. So you can create different ways to do it in even those states as well. But again, a division of a corporation is under the corporation itself. LLC, 18 divisions. C Corp, 18 divisions. You see, the gentleman with his wife today signing a lease from the LLC, when they sign it, I'd have a division of me. I'd sign the lease as a division because I built a line of defense. If I don't have a line of defense, I'm going to be a duck and a sheep. So which crypto coin is going to go up? Well, again, now you want me to predict, and my prediction has always been right. So again, we got to watch this as well. One of my clients did put $1 million in Bitcoin in 2009. His account is now over $100 billion. It's ridiculous. But again, that should be a division. Okay, again, not you. Please understand. When you take your taxable paycheck to do Bitcoin, crypto, whatever it is, or gold, silver, trade stock, or all the pieces you do, you can't take it from your personal money because then you're taxed and you're taxed again and again. If we had a corporate structure with division process, you will build corporate credit. The corporation, remember, borrow money is not taxable. Corporate credit's a write-off interest rate credit card. So it's like free money. You could use that corporation's division to finance the crypto, the Bitcoin, the gold, the silver, okay, stock trading, own a piece of a Wendy's restaurant, a storage unit, car wash, or Jack in the Box, doesn't matter, an apartment complex. See, what you need to do is understand every one of you need auto income. Auto income is money coming in no matter what you do. When I put in my book when I was 15, Cash Flow Fee Per Time, I wrote that when I was 15 years old. So when people steal my goodies, it kind of pisses me off. Every time I watch Tony Baloney use the blueprint of success, our attorneys have to send him another letter. Tony's motivation is great. I love it. Everything else I think is crap. Okay? It bothers me that it's 19 lawsuits for sexual harassment. That kills me. But that's just what I hate. Again, that's what I don't like these things. Okay? All right? I don't like the character of that person. I like his motivation. That's about it. Here's our break room for the employees. Okay? Simple. Okay? What do you call the hairstylist? Well, the reality is the hairstylist is basically it's a division. I think right now if she signs at least under an LLC, she's going to be a duck or sheep. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. See, what happens, you get a hairstylist. Let's understand. She's going to have her own products. She's going to want to do her own shampoos and all this other pieces, right? She's going to do that as the LLC in herself. That's wrong. Everything she's doing is going to be wrong. I'm sorry, I'm going to say I'm right. She's wrong. What should she do? LLC division to sign the lease of the building. A division for her own products. She could buy shampoos and everything else and conditioners literally from the manufacturer and put her own label on it as another division. See, the problem is when you become, say the salon and everything else in that division, that's going to be what she is as a name brand. She needs to create a neutral brand that actually goes viral out there in the first place because that would make more sense. Because the other store down the street won't buy her product because she's their competition. But if she had a product and a neutral brand as a division, they'll buy her product because they won't know it's her. See, I help branding companies all around the world. I've created 60 billion for my clients and myself. Okay, and by the way, I'm the guy that created basically sunscreen and shampoo. If you don't know that, that was one of my concepts years ago because I don't like having a red face. Okay, when I drive my Harley or the company's Harley, so I had basically sunscreen put in shampoo and everything else because if you don't have a helmet on back then, you don't have to wear one. Your head would be actually sunburned. So I create all kinds of weird stuff as well. So that's what I tell her to do because she's going to want her own brand of shampoo and conditioner. But what's going to happen is, all right, their candle's out, okay? The women's restroom, their candle's already gone. So what happens is she's going to want her own brand, but the problem with her own brand, okay, is she's going to basically not be able to sell it. Here's the problem with most people. They try to sell their own brand, their own salon, whatever their product might be. They try to sell that. Well, the problem is your competition won't buy it. Your competition will not buy it because you're their competition. Okay, they want to do their own damn brand. Okay, all right, they want to take your brand and put their brand and their label on. How's that? Everybody wants their own label. But again, how do you structure it? There's a way to do that as well. There's so many ways to do business. It's just a game to me. But I started studying law and accounting as a kid. Okay, that's just me because I wanted out of hell. I mean, what do you do when you go to the library and everybody around you using and abusing you? So you're probably all lucky, okay? You got a mommy, a daddy, and that's fantastic for every one of you. It's fantastic. I was too busy being used and abused. You didn't have a freaking trash can. Kind of sucked. So again, I didn't get all those goodies like most people did. So what did I do? I was at the library all the time. What did I do at the library? Read. I studied John D. Rockefeller. He was my hero. I like him. Why? It made sense. Because what happened? 1934. Yeah, I got to use the wrong. I'm using. Why do they not make left-handed scissors versus left? They do, I know, but I don't have any. Cutting the wicket off the top of this candle because Brandy says we should. Is that really true? Is that just a bunch of hooey? Okay. One of it's a bunch of hooey. Anyway, I cut the candle off anyway. Well, the women's bathroom needs a new candle. Let's give her the one she hates. That'll get her. That'll get her because she's a pain on the tush sometimes. Actually, no, I'm going to give her the one she likes. Brandy's our GM, all right? General manager, which is fun. But sometimes she can be a pain in the butt. Which is good. She's our pit bull. Okay, in other words, she's everywhere. I want her to be everywhere. That's what I pay her to be. Because I want her to basically be on top of it. She was not doing their job. Luckily, the 20 employees we have at this office here, I'm lighting the candle in the ladies' restroom. And so the 20 employees here, if they get an employee, she gets lots of love. She's watching too. I know that. So the 20%, they want their bonuses, they want their salaries, they want their raises. And when they get someone who gets hired here and they don't pass their test, these people leave pretty quick. In other words, you have to be a team player. All right, so if we want to invest in 1 or 4 units, all right, what's the best way to put it? S Corp rather than LLC, then into a trust. Well, first of all, you don't put it into a trust. It's called irrevocable trust. Next thing is your LLC should be S. So write down LLC should be S, all right, because you want to buy units above. If you're in California, 4 units and above is commercial. 4 units below is not commercial. Again, you have to look at that as well. The next thing is you don't buy any of those units under the LLC or the S Corp because that'd be called dumb. And you're not dumb. You just follow dumb. What do? You have divisions. See, here's the thing. You're talking about buying 1 to 4 units. Okay, that's good. If someone slips and falls, they're going to sue that LLC or the S Corp. It's going to be you. You're the duck and sheep. If you don't create a line of defense, the problem is you're the duck and sheep the whole time. If you create division process, what I created and invented in 84 for everybody, it's what I did. 1984, division process. Every 1 or 4 units, wherever you said here, is very simple. You're going to buy them through the division of a corporation. A division. Why? Because it separates the line of defense. Why do you want to be a duck and a sheep? Sorry, I don't even want you to be rich. Why would you want to be rich? It's only rich people being stupid are rich. See, rich people aren't rich. Their corporations are. Should we have each division have its own LCS4? Hell no. Why would you do that to your daisy chain credit? See, this is positioning. If I got an LLC today or S Corp or whatever, I'm going to build credit to it. But then I'm going to daisy chain it to each division, what I created in 1989. Every division has the ability to create its own credit file. By the way, I created the division process in 85, 86. But I also, from there in 85, 86, and 87, I created the application, the dashboard, the tax ID to build credit cards for divisions. How's that? And then in 89, I had to create assignment of mortgage. So you can look at the timelines of everything I created for the world, and you can use it and not abuse it as well. But it's up to you. Division process was created. For instance, okay, here's Linda. Okay, Linda has a Hyatt Hotel in Texas being converted to the Blueprint Apartments. If you watch Linda's video and you just take a picture of this right here, okay, all right, what happens is very simple. She'll tell you I made her $1 million or 5 times. The Blueprint Apartments will be there, I had the roof on about 3 months ago. This is 100 days, 100 vets. It's going to be about a $27 million project because what happens is it's working profit and nonprofit in conjunction. What does that actually mean? It means, all right, if we do the Transportation Act, that's a grant for $100,000 a month. The vets have to go to the doctors and everything else, food delivery, shelter. So again, there's ways to do this right. Is it such thing as a private C Corp or all public? No, stop. The C corp, it's not something, what you just said, it's kind of, yeah. So every corporation is filed at the state level. You can't say a private blah, blah, blah. You can say a trust can be a private trust. But the C corporations online, you file it at the state. State files the LLC or the C corp or nonprofit or PC. It can't be private, it's peekaboo. A C corporation is a closed corporation. So you have to decide basically how you structure this and what needs to be done, how it's structured correctly. C corporations, closed, privately held, privately owned. That's what it is. Okay, you can base stock supply, whatever. Okay, but again, what we need to do is flat out today, go share the live, get your free books. Free books are very simple. I like you to learn, get to know me. I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. 60 billion for the clients over the years, for myself as well. Download the book. It's called actually, right? Doing what? Winning the credit game. Don't hire credit repair. My paralegals will help you. In the book, you'll see part of my card collection at the time as well. So again, we don't do repair, we do rebuilding. We'll teach you how to do that. For you kids, please download this book. It's called Starting It Right, High School and College. Why don't you download a copy for yourself? Because you need to learn it as well. Unfortunately, they didn't teach us the rules and tools. I've been teaching rules and tools for the last 50 years. I'm online twice a day, Monday through Friday, Saturday classes all through the day. All right, classes, and most of the classes are free. I just want to change the world, but again, I'm keeping a promise that I made to what I call Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, when I was 7 years old. Okay, I've kept it for 50 years so far. So I gotta go, gotta do some divide, check some bank accounts, some emails as well. Run a little late, I usually get this done by 5, but it's been a lot of good questions as well. Want to answer questions. I would love for you to spend some time with me this afternoon. It's about an hour and a half. I'm going to tell you to have a tablet and pen ready to go in front of you. I'm going to tell you to have some stickies and have your spouse with you as well, because you have to learn to repackage yourself. I'm sorry. I think what you're doing today is wrong, and I think I'm right. I'm going to tell you flat out, all right, my way works, your way sucks. That's just how I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be that blunt and direct to you. Never take offense to it, please. So again, what do we do today? Simple. All right, show up at 3 o'clock today, share the live, help me help you. 800-254-9506 if you don't find in the link tree. 800-254-9506. Sorry, but sometimes my brain goes wacko, and sometimes I study once in a while too. So again, what do? All right, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And remember one thing, at the end of the day, God loves us all.